Cave Springs, Centerton, or Pea Ridge. Today, they fight it to the death. That's a joke. Today, we're talking about those 3 different cities and what are the perks, what are the cons, and what actually fits best for you and potentially your family. So, let's talk about that. Hey everybody! If you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good state of Illinois, the worst. Anyways, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. I could have moved to Huntsville, I could have moved to Knoxville, I could have moved to Maryville, I could have moved to Golden, I could have moved to Boulder, I could have moved to Boise, I could have moved anywhere. But I chose Northwest Arkansas, and it's by far the best place to live in America, literally by far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, email me, text me, let's sit down for coffee. Let's talk about, again, why I chose Northwest Arkansas, again, versus anywhere else in America. And also, I want to mention this out there. Always call me, text me, whatever the case is. I always love talking about real estate here in the area itself. I always make time for all my clients and people looking to move to the area. So feel free to call me anytime. I will always make time. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump right into the content. All right, so I'm not sure how to break down this video because it's hard to do like 3 fight it out. So I'm gonna go down city by city and talk about kind of the pros and cons inside of one section and then go from there to there. And you'll kind of pick out what's important to you. So let's jump into Cave Springs right now. So Cave Springs is actually south of Bentonville, right around there, close to X&A, and that whole area right there. It's growing quite a lot in the last couple of years. Some of the big pros when it comes to actual Cave Springs, and probably the biggest one is, 2 biggest ones actually, are going to be the fact that it's really, really close to Rogers Pinnacle Hills. So if, as people have said multiple times, if you want to do fun things in Northwest Arkansas, usually downtown Fayetteville or Pinnacle Hills is going to be the place to do it. There's shopping, there's Topgolf, there's movie theaters, there's fountains, there's Lego stores, there's Best Buys, there's everything is in Pinnacle. All the restaurants, all the really cool things are in Pinnacle. That's for sure. So Cave Springs is right adjacent to Pinnacle, and a lot of times people move to Cave Springs to be right there. And also part of that is the other part of the reason why people love Cave Springs is because most of Cave Springs is in Bentonville School District. And that is by far the most beloved school district in Northwest Arkansas. It hits all the tiers, it's A-list across the board. You have so many people moving across America to be in the Bentonville School District. People love Bentonville School District. So having Cave Springs right there is fantastic, right in the school district. So obviously location, when it comes to that, there's that part, and also then the Bentonville School District. But the other part I want to mention that is a little bit more up to you is the price point is more, we'll consider affordable when it comes to nicer homes for now in that area. Cave Springs, you can range a really nice house all the way from 2,500 to 3,000 square feet from $525, $550, all the way up to whatever you want to for the most part. But that's kind of like the starting price. Now that might be cheap for you, might be expensive. I'm not 100% sure. But if you want a nice, newer style home in Bentonville School District, close to Pinnacle Hills, $550 is a good starting point right there. Really good communities. You have a great park system called Hebron Park over in kind of the Rogers area, Cave Springs area. So really close over there. People love that park, the biggest park in Arkansas. So you have the pros there. The only true cons when it comes to Cave Springs is that it's kind of close to the airport. You really don't hear any sort of airport noise, but it depends on what part of Cave Springs you're in. And also there's a lot of growth happening there as we speak. So again, those kind of things in mind, keep that in mind. Great schools, kind of housing right there, but really close to a lot of things and very, very quiet when it comes to, not near the highways and stuff. That's a big win for Cave Springs. And the second city we need to jump into is going to be Pea Ridge. So Pea Ridge has a lot of things going for it. It does have a couple cons, but it has a lot of good things going for it. The first thing I want to mention is just the affordable housing of Pea Ridge. You can get a brand new construction house for like $325 to $375, $400 if you so choose to. You can find cheaper homes there that may be a little bit used, so that's totally up to you. But man, the affordable housing is really good up in Pea Ridge. Very up and coming. It's kind of in the last 2 years, it's done very well for itself. Still on the early stages of growth there, very early stages. But if you're looking to get that kind of affordable housing style thing, Pea Ridge is fantastic for where it's at. The other part of Pea Ridge is its actual location to Walmart HQ. It's like 13 minutes away from like Pea Ridge to actual Walmart HQ. So if you want a really easy one road drive from Pea Ridge to Walmart HQ, Very good location. Now, I do admit from a little bit of a con standpoint, that road is getting a little bit busier, obvious reasons. They are planning to expand it. I know that's on the docket. They have yet to make plans of like what it's gonna look like or budget it out, but it has to happen in the next like 3 years. That is certainly gonna be on the docket in the next 3 years to make that one major road from Pea Ridge to Bentonville expanded to almost probably a 5-lane, honestly. And one of the other big, we'll say, cons and also pros of Pea Ridge is going to be its lack of stuff, meaning like it's really early stages. We have a Walmart, we have McDonald's, we have like basic, your kind of standard restaurants there, but it does not have much else than that. Now, the pro side of it is that you kind of get in there on the early stages. Once the city kind of grows and it has all these different amenities and all these things that are kind of custom to the area, housing prices usually go up. So if you want to get in early, like those kind of things, that's a nice thing. That's the pro side of stuff. And also, when it comes to Pea Ridge, the school district is good, not great, but I definitely feel a lot of people feel comfortable sending them to Pea Ridge. Brand new, wild high school, massive high school, and very good school system. They're investing heavily into the school system in Pea Ridge. Not quite to Bentonville level, but it's definitely one of those things that you're kind of like, this is a good school system for my kids kind of feel when you go to Pea Ridge. Whoa, 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 whoa. I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're looking to check this place out. Maybe you're looking to come down here, maybe vacation, maybe just, you never know. I made 3-day itineraries, like literally day by day, restaurant by restaurant, thing by thing. So maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. I have 3-day itineraries linked down below for you. So go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. Also, maybe you are using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally is Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all that information below and make sure to miss a single notification when it comes for home for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. And every single Friday, I send an email out just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on downtown Rogers? What's going on in Pinnacle? What is going on in Walmart Amphitheater? What new golf course coming here? What's going on at Topgolf? There are so many things all the time, all the time. Enter your name below, enter your email below, make sure you get that email every single Friday, but I need you to be aware, I need you just heads up here. You will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you will be the most important person eventually when you make it down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third and final city when it comes to Northwest Arkansas is going to be Centerton. Some of the major pros when it comes to Centerton is going to be its close proximity to Bentonville. We're talking like right there. Now, Centerton stretches a long time, so it depends on where you end up in Centerton. It's a massive area, so there's that, but definitely like right there in Bentonville, like right next to the area. The other big part of Centerton is just the affordability side. Once you cross from Bentonville to Centerton, prices do drop off quite a bit, so that's plus. You can get a great house all the way from like $350 to $350 or higher in Centerton. Some oftentimes new construction, so that's a big perk of the area. The other part that is really fascinating with me is that as Bentonville grows and as trail systems go from Bentonville, they are going to bleed into Centerton. So at some point in the very near future, and there's already plans of this, is where are the trail systems going in Centerton? So in the next 3 to 5 years, or maybe a little bit longer, there might be a massive trail system in Centerton. So that will obviously raise property values in a good way for you. And also all those things come with it. Easier access to Walmarts and HQs and work. All those things are coming down the pipeline for Centerton. Very early stages, and that's what it is, but that is coming down the pipeline for Centerton. Some of the cons when it comes to Centerton is that it's not super, I would consider, pretty. It's just like it's like a flat city, and it's just like is what it is. And there's not really like a lot of trees. It kind of doesn't resemble Northwest Arkansas in my opinion, because Northwest Arkansas is hilly, it's mountainous, it's kind of tucked away. You have trail systems, you have everything else, but Centerton is kind of like that. It's a city. There's houses, there's some businesses. That's it. There's no downtown section. So that's kind of the other con of it, is that a lot of the actual things you want to do end up going right to Bentonville because you have to drive to Bentonville to do a lot of the fun things, or go to Rogers, which is a little bit farther away. So again, that's kind of the cons of Centerton. But one of the big pros of Centerton is going to be the fact that it is absorbed into the Bentonville School District, the most beloved school district around the area. So if that's a huge pro for you, Centerton might be the best place for you. I do recommend, if you are going to be moving to Centerton, try to get as close as you can to the Bentonville border, or on the north side of Centerton, close to 49. That makes life a lot easier when it comes to traffic around the whole area itself. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you have not been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is, literally a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, literally made by me, by yours truly, page by page, basically detailing demographics, cities, populations, all the cool things that's going on here. So basically it's your go-to guide for all the things about Northwest Arkansas. 120-page guide. It's a real thick boy, to say the least. Then it comes with my 3-day itineraries, printed right in there. It comes with stickers, it comes with postcards, and just wait. It comes with the NWA coloring book. Wow! Anyway, who doesn't want this thing? It's amazing. I mean, are those times you just sit at work and color? Shouldn't be doing that, but maybe you want to. Anyways, coloring book, fantastic. Long story short, it comes in a box, literally shipped boxed right to your home. Enter your name and address below. I'll make sure you get that package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It's my favorite part of F word. Free! So enter your information below. Make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. Alright guys, it's the next one.